It's not that. We're not getting Stormy Daniels up in here, okay, people? Well, hello there everybody, and welcome back to Kiari Bash. We are in a different kind of setting. I'm on the floor in my living room, and as the video suggests, this video is about stripping and sanitizing cloth diapers, but also stripping your towels. What is stripping, you may ask? So when you're washing your clothes, and depending on how hard or soft your water is, with towels and everything, over time, there is buildup. Over time, your clothes are going to get mineral deposits soaked into it. That's why they get dingy and all that kind of stuff. And towels are notorious for this. They soak up all that nastiness. And a lot of time people like to use fabric softeners to keep their towels soft, because a lot of times they get crunchy and hard and feel horrible on your skin, and just over time. That's because of mineral buildup. A way to combat that is by stripping. You'll know that you need to start stripping them. If you're getting a mildewy smell, kind of a thing, you should know what I'm talking about. It's a smell after a while. If you're not washing them appropriately, you're gonna need to, you know, strip them. But I'm going to give you some tips to combat that. So kind of similar to my cloth diaper routine of where I gave tips on how to wash your cloth diapers, it's kind of similar to that. So Calgon is going to come into play here a lot. So I am going to show you guys to go through this whole process. I'm going to put a time code here. This time code is when the stripping process happens. Not that kind of stripping. This is a PG channel. So we are just going to be basically really cleaning the cloth diapers and the towels. So yeah, and why would you need to strip your cloth diapers? Kind of similar situation. If you've got barnyard stank, ammonia stank, something like that, on top of that, if you used a diaper rash cream or ointment or something like that, and it's gotten on your liners, you may want to strip your cloth diapers. I have all these cloth diapers right here. These are secondhand. Oh, shocker here. I'll get to that. But these came from a friend, and she no longer cloth diapers, and cloth diapers are expensive. So she gave these to me because she knew that I cloth diapered and I would use them. They have been sitting here for a bit because we've been part-time cloth diapering. I'm just gonna be honest. We use disposables. We have been for a bit, but it's getting really expensive. So it's like, why? So I've got all these. These, plus I've got some in a diaper bag, are all of our inserts and cloth diapers. These are cleaned. These are what's going to be stripped. Well, what needs to be stripped anyways. And bleached. I'm still gonna bleach some of these too, because some of these inserts are kind of messed up. So let me show you that. If you're wanting to get to the stripping portion of the cloth diapers and the towels, once again, time code, go to that point, and I'll see you there. So you may hear Addie off in the background. Also, I'm gonna be sniffling and sneezing maybe throughout this video because I've got allergies going on like nuts. So I always have indoor allergies. They're terrible in the winter. It is nighttime. I am in my comfy PJs right here because when you are doing all of this, you are not going to want to wear your nice clothes. You're going to want to wear something you don't mind getting messed up, because we are using bleach. Cloth diapering can get expensive, so this is my advice to you mamas. Cloth diapering can get expensive. If you want to get a Bambino Mio or a Bum Genius, they're like 20-25 bucks a crack. I'll leave links down below to them. They are some of the more well-known in the cloth diapering community, more of the accepted. They're expensive, but they're really good. Two popular brands, and what I have the most of, the most I have, is Sun Baby. This is a Sun Baby brand. They're known as China cheapies. I hate that term. I think it's awful because Sun Baby is run by a mom. She is in China, but the quality of these are fantastic. I've never had an issue. So these are Sun Baby brand here. And she's got loads of cute prints, and she's just a mom running out of China, and they're cost effective. Like, really, she makes cloth diapering affordable, and the quality you get is phenomenal in my opinion. I spent, for my entire stash, I got 24 diapers with 48 hemp inserts, which would be, well, this one's stained, but this is a hemp insert, and I've had these for 2 years, so they're just fraying now. Really absorbent. I got them for like 152 bucks. So for that many diapers, which is really good. Really for a stash, I'd say you want about 12 diapers, 12 to 24. So that's why we got that. And I got inserts because my kids are heavy wetters, notorious for it. So my friend gave me this stash here, secondhand. I'm not against secondhand diapers. In fact, some of what I've got, my inserts, liners here, are secondhand from another friend who cloth diapered and no longer, her child has outgrown that. And then my other friend as well, her 2 children have outgrown it. So she gave them to me. But what you want to do is always sanitize, always strip secondhand. You really want to make sure, because you don't know people's wash routines, if they've properly done it. I've seen horror stories happen to see if anything's even salvageable. So these are salvageable. I'm looking at them and there's stains on them. I'm sure by the looks of it, there was cloth, not cloth diaper approved, diaper rash creams and everything. If you guys would like videos on that, let me know, on how to work with that, because my favorite diaper rash cream is not cloth diaper approved. I love me some Bordeaux's. That is the best diaper rash cream, but it is not cloth diaper approved. I believe there is one that is cloth diaper approved, but I just don't like it. So what we are going to do here, I'm going to put an infographic here, and this infographic has information of all about sanitizing. And what you are going to need is if you've got a small batch like me, I'm just going to do it in a 5-gallon bucket here so that these have enough room to soak and get all clean. And from there, I'm going to take you all into my bathroom. Oh no! I recommend doing this when your kids are asleep for obvious reasons. So that way they don't get in your way. Yeah? Yeah, you don't want your kids awake, huh? Say no. Do you see your mouth? Yeah. Because when the kids are around, they get in. And this is also, this whole process, this is going to take a little bit. But I promise you, it's worth this time. So, I'm going to take you guys into my bathroom, and we're going to start the sanitizing process. You're going to need, if you've got a small batch like me, 5-gallon bucket. If you've got a bigger batch, like you're going to do the whole thing, you're going to want to use your bathtub. So, let's get to it. All right, welcome to my bathroom. Pardon if the sound's a little bit off, but this is where you want to do the majority of your routine for stripping and for bleaching. If you have a top loading washer, then you do this in your top loading washer, not an HE. If you've got an old school full-on agitator, non-HE, you're going to do this in there because then you have the soak option. But for me, I have a top loading HE, so I have to do this in here. So what I'm doing, because it's all in my basket right here. I've got my own inserts that need to be bleached. I just don't like how they look. And they are basically just kind of, I don't feel they're clean enough in my opinion. And then I also have some of my friends' cloth diapers. In fact, all of that in here. You normally would not bleach your inserts or your outer covers, depending on the situation, but a lot of these are fleece lined, so I'm going to bleach them, completely sanitize them for safety purposes. So 5-gallon bucket, if you are doing it this way, or your bathtub, which is right here. And then I am using vinyl gloves, and that is because we are going to be working with bleach. And then over here, 1/2 cup measuring cup, and some good old Clorox. So you're always, when you're doing this, you are always wanting to do this in cold water. So I'm gonna bring you guys down so you can see how I'm doing this. I have my 5-gallon bucket here. I'm going to fill this up with cold water. So So I'm not fully filling up all the way. What I'm gonna do now is I'm going to add my bleach. I am gonna do a little less than half a cup here. You're gonna wanna do this in a ventilated area. So I'm just doing a little less. Pouring that in there, and I'm gonna let that stir. From now, here is where you want to stuff all your cloth diapers into here. Completely submerged, and now I'm gonna put a lid on this so the animals don't get in here, and I'm going to let this sit for 30 minutes, and then I will come back to you guys with the rest of this process. Okay, it's been half an hour, a little over actually. My hair is in the messy bun. It is late at night. The kids are pretty much in bed, so we are getting now to the fun stuff that's going to take all night. So this is where we are going to rinse out the bleached diapers. Putting on my handy-dandy gloves. This has been in the lid. I'm gonna dump this out. I'm gonna get hot water. Actually, what you wanna do is get the hot water running, and then I'm gonna dump this water out, get the hot water going, and you want to rinse these in hot water. And then I'm gonna put these back in this container because you want to neutralize the bleach. So let's get that going. Now, as you can see, not damaged. Okay, at this point, you got that all cleared out. You are going to want to fill this tub with extremely hot water. So, put my plug in and let her fill up. Okay guys, so now we are at this point and I need to put on new gloves. So we are at the stripping point. So this is where you can do this with both your towels and your cloth diapers. It is currently, going on 10 o'clock. So you kind of want to do this part late at night when your kids are sleeping, just because you want it to hang out through the night and deal with this. So we are now at the stripping section. Woo, scandalous. Not really. No, it's kind of gross. So what you are going to need, this is your best friend, people. Calgon. You're going to need a lot of this. It's about $5-6 at stores, and I use this to keep the stank away. I have not had issues with barnyard stank, really. More so with repelling and stuff has been my more issue. So, good old borax. If you have kids who make slime, I'm sure there's some borax lying around. If not, it is relatively cheap. Washing soda. Then I'm using some Kirkland Ultra Clean. Instead of my homemade laundry detergent, I will leave the link up there for you guys, but I'm not. I'm using actual store-bought brand here, and a half-cup measuring cup. So I'm guessing there's quite a bit of gallons in here, and you just want to measure out. I'm going to put 2 capfuls of Calgon in here, and that is because there's far more water in this than in my washer currently. Next, we're going to go for just about, I believe it's about half cups, but
Got a half cup. Sprinkle it in. Washing soda. This is really good for grout, by the way. Come on. Not the same as baking soda, people. Washing soda. Two different things. Take this. Sprinkle it in. And then you want a good half cup or so. Could even do more, but I'm going to do half cup. Just keep it consistent. Of detergent. And you're going to have some cloudy water. But your water to begin with is going to look, like I said, it's going to look a little murky. So yeah, that's what the water looks like. It's really not going to harm you if you touch it. This is when, just take that off because there's no point in that. When you're going to add all of your inserts and your covers, and this is when you add your towels, people. So if you're just doing towels, make sure your towels are washed and clean. Do not put dirty towels in there. That's gross. That's not going to do you any good. Make sure your stuff is clean.
Oh, you nasty.
So I've got these towels. I've had these for like 7 years. Now, I'm also going to add my stash. But I've got my inserts that have fleece liners, so I'm throwing those in there. My regular inserts. Smush it down. Smushing. 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 And then you just let that sit in there overnight so this water can cool down. And normally the water should be super hot, but I mean, this is fine. And we will come back tomorrow to see how nasty this gets. And it gets nasty. Well, it is the next day. I am in a completely different outfit, and it is this early. Everybody, well, Addie's still here, and I'm here, but Bash and Jamie left. So it is the next day, and I'm going to show you guys what this looks like. It's not as bad as I've seen. When I first did something like this, it was pretty bad, but the water's still kind of gross. So here it is. Here is the cloth diaper towel soup. And I'm gonna, I don't mind. You can see the water has a little bit of a tinge to it. And that is all of the impurities coming out of your towels. And what I did is I took all of these throughout the night when I was up. I would come in and agitate them. Just so that it's, you know, getting all this stuff out. So now I'm going to get this drained and start on the next process. Alright, here's where the fun begins. So that was a fun little time lapse here. Now at this point, you're going to end up washing all of this. So I have my big basket here next to me, and I'm just going to slowly, just to make my life easier, wring everything out and throw it in the basket to be washed. Let's time lapse this. Okay, so now that that's all done, I have got all that wrung out. I'm going to take this to my washer and follow my normal cloth diaper washing routine. If you're doing the towels, follow your normal towel, like, washing routine. But I'm going to take you guys with me into my laundry room, and you guys can kind of see a quick version of my laundry routine. If you want a more in-depth one, then please hit the eye in the sky, because that's going to be a little bit more comprehensive on how to wash your cloth diapers. All Alright guys, welcome to my laundry room. This lighting is atrocious. Atrocious. So, if you need more comprehensive, in-depth cloth diaper cleaning routine, hit the eye in the sky over here. But really, all I'm going to do here is add my detergent into my thing. I add my cap full of Calgon because I do have harder water. So I add a cap full. And then I'm adding some OxyClean. We're just gonna do a full amount. I don't think I'm gonna add bleach. I could, should. I'm just gonna do that. The reason why I'm adding bleach is to see if I can get these done a bit more. And I have enough cloth diapers here. I can do this all without bulking for once. There we go. Put that in. Now, I've got mine on deep water wash because HE doesn't fill up that high. So, just follow your typical wash routine. With your towels, you're just gonna, here is the trick, okay? When you're washing, this is your best friend, guys. I'm not sponsored, obviously. I'm too small of a channel to be sponsored. So, but I swear by Calgon. If not, you can do kind of your own water softener. I believe there's ways. I've seen using borax as a way. But really, Calgon or, I can't think of what the other one is. I don't use it. But this is my go-to when I'm wanting to soften my water. And that is the trick. 2 tricks for towels to keep the stank away. I know everybody loves their fabric softener. But fabric softener uses ingredients, and that's why you never use that with cloth diapers. Same goes for towels. You want absorbent towels. Hello, Missy. Hello. Oh. Towels are similar to cloth diapers. You need them to be absorbent, and when you're using fabric softeners, it's going to, there's waxes and stuff in there that somehow it just traps everything in there. So that's why sometimes you just need to strip your towels. And that's, before that, that's when you get that rancid smell that some towels get. I can't think of exactly, but it's mildewy. I used to have that issue back years ago, and then when I started researching cloth diapering, that's how I found out, oh, I could strip my towels too. That makes so much sense because they're kind of similar materials. So using, taking Calgon and putting that in with your wash is always fine. Not using fabric softeners, because honestly, you don't need that. I know people love using fabric sheets to have their clothes smell all wonderful. Here's a tip. You don't have to be completely crunchy for these, but I swear by these. You can also get them plastic, but they don't work as well, in my opinion. I mean, they work, but eh. Wool dryer balls. These things are fantastic. If you want any scents going on in your dryer, get wool dryer balls and use essential oils. It dries your clothes a lot faster. They smell great. And I've actually liked how my towels have felt. I've liked how my clothing has felt. Switching over this way, my mom was the same way. Like, she was like, I don't know. And then I had her do this process with her towels, and she was shocked. The absorbency of her towels came back. These towels I've had are almost a decade old, and they work fantastic. So just keep that in mind. So yeah, I'm just gonna follow this wash routine, and I'll show you guys at the end. All right, guys, so it is later on in the day, and I finally got it all done. And that's the thing, usually cloth diapering, it doesn't take all day. And I just wanna let you guys know, with my cloth diaper routine, that it really doesn't take that long. Stripping and basically, you know, sanitizing can take a bit longer when you're doing that, because it is a little bit more of an intensive process, as you see, but it's not, it's a lot of
no time, like meaning like no active time. You're not having to do a ton of work. So I wanted to show you guys. So I showed you guys in the beginning of this video these cloth diapers that I got from my friend and how they were. Well, I did that process with the stripping and everything, and that released some of the color. Doing the bleaching did some of the, got rid of some of the nastiness. But I want to show you guys these right now. They are so much better. These are all stuffed, by the way, now. Amazing. Like, they look almost completely brand new. Not a single stain. And that's how you want it to be. I mean, you want these clean, fresh diapers. That's how you do that. Now, for you towel people here they are. All fresh, all clean, all wonderful. And they are soft and they are now absorbent and everything. And that's what I love about doing this. This can be harsh, so that's why I did it on my older towels, not my newer ones. But this is so you can keep them for longer, because I know so many people will go, I mean, this one's done. This is a hand towel. It's very old. But these towels have been handed down and have been around for years in our house, and just, I hate seeing people waste money on buying brand new towels when they don't need to. You don't need to, because they smell funny and you can't get the smell out. And it's just a simple fix. Strip your towels and add Calgon to your water. Check your water hardness and see what you need. More than likely your water is hard and all that minerals is just building up. And a good way to find out if you have somewhat sort of hard water is look at your faucets. Look at your shower heads. See if there's calcium deposits, you know, the white bits. We lived in a house, an older house, and it was always caked on to my shower head. Here, it's still hard water, but nowhere near as much. So it just, I still put water softener in and my towels don't stink. It's great. So I highly, highly recommend doing that. So what I'm gonna do, I've got my cloth diaper stash here. Everything is completely packed. So I'm gonna go get the girl and put her in one of these and call it a day. I'll see you guys later.